Imagine a kingdom where fear walked louder than footsteps, a land where even the skies seemed silent. Sounds dramatic? It truly was, because this was Mathura, ruled by the tyrant King Kamsa. Our story begins in the prosperous kingdom of Mathura, but behind the celebrations and music, there was a shadow, a tyrant named Kamsa. He was Devaki's own brother, but power had turned him cruel. His arrogance ruled the city, and his fear controlled his mind. Have you ever met someone who panics more after hearing the smallest bad news? Well, Kamsa was exactly that kind of person, except he had armies, weapons, and zero patience. On the day Devaki married the noble Vasudeva, a celestial voice echoed from the skies. Kamsa, the eighth child of Devaki, will be the cause of your death. Just imagine that. A king who feared nothing suddenly trembling at the prophecy of a child not yet born. Blinded by terror, Kamsa immediately captured Devaki and Vasudeva. The newlyweds were thrown into a cold stone prison. Iron chains, guarded doors, and no sunlight. Their life of happiness transformed into a sorrowful weight, filled with fear and uncertainty. And Kamsa, he became obsessed. Each time a child was born, he rushed to the prison and ended its life, hoping to stop destiny. 6 children were lost, each one deepening the pain of the parents, and each one bringing Kamsa closer to his doom. When Devaki was expecting her 7th child, something mysterious happened. By divine intervention, the baby, Ananta Shesha, was miraculously transferred to Rohini's womb in Gokul. Devaki's womb became empty, and Kamsa believed the child was lost. Fear for him, relief for them, and confusion for everyone else. Now, Devaki was expecting her 8th child, the child foretold to end Kamsa's tyranny. The tension in Mathura was so thick you could almost feel it in the air. Then came the night of Ashtami, in the month of Shravana, during the heavy rainfall. But this wasn't ordinary rain. It was as if nature herself was preparing for a divine arrival. Inside the prison, divine light filled the cell. The chains fell loose, the guards fell asleep, and in that sacred silence, Shri Krishna was born. Not as a mighty warrior, not as a roaring god, but as a tender, beautiful baby, glowing with celestial brilliance, with a lotus-like smile and a deep blue aura. Before Vasudeva could even react, the Lord revealed his divine form, 4-armed, holding the conch, discus, mace, and lotus. He said, "Vasudeva, take me to Gokul. Leave me with Yashoda and bring back her newborn daughter. This must be done before dawn." Vasudeva placed baby Krishna in a small basket and stepped outside. Every door magically opened. Chains snapped by themselves. The roaring Yamuna parted her waters, and the path to Gokul lit up under flashes of lightning. Without a sound, without a command, Shesha formed a protective canopy over Krishna, shielding him from the rain, the storm, the world. Finally, he reached Nanda's house in Gokul. Yashoda had just given birth to a baby girl, and both were asleep by divine influence. Vasudeva placed Krishna gently beside Yashoda, took the baby girl, and returned to Mathura before dawn, completing his impossible mission. The moment he returned, the prison doors shut again, the chains reattached, and the guards woke up. When Kamsa arrived to destroy the baby girl, she transformed into goddess Yogamaya and warned him, "Your destroyer is already born elsewhere." Where? How long before Kamsa discovers the truth? Far away from Mathura's darkness, In the peaceful village of Gokul, dawn broke with an unusual warmth. The early morning breeze carried a strange sweetness, something the villagers had never felt before. And then the news spread like wildfire. A son is born to Nanda and Yashoda. Inside Nanda's home, Yashoda gazed lovingly at the newborn Krishna, unaware of the miracles that had brought him there. She simply held her child close, filled with the purest motherly bliss. Gokul rejoiced. Nature rejoiced. Because the Lord had arrived, but as their very own little Krishna. And what adventures await the young Krishna in Gokul? If this timeless journey touched your heart, like the video, share it and subscribe for more sacred stories explained in simple, powerful ways. Let us continue exploring the divine together.